Yo, hip hop heist, man. What up? We back at it with another reaction. Jamie Foxx responds to Michael B. Jordan being called the N-word at the BAFTA Awards show. Shout out to All Urban Central with the clip. This Hip Hop Heist TV, man. Make sure y'all go like and subscribe right now. And yeah, we about to get into it, man.
Internet firestorm. Jamie Foxx is now speaking out after a controversial outburst during the BFTA Awards, and the conversation has gone way bigger than just one moment on stage. Because now people are split into two sides. One side is saying what happened was offensive, period. And the other side is saying people do not understand how Tourette's works. And once Jamie Foxx jumped in with his reaction, it went viral fast.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making. We're here to...
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. This the first award of the night. And bro said that. I mean, I get it, Tourette's. But maybe it wasn't smart to have that guy in attendance, right? At least the Tourette's guy that just said the N-word and whatever else he just said. That was crazy, man. Live TV, too.
Here's what happened.
And Black History Month, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, for real. That's crazy, bro. That's kind of weird, right? Like, come on.
26. BFTA's Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were on stage presenting when John Davison, a Tourette's activist who was in attendance, had a series of audible outbursts during the ceremony. According to multiple reports, one of those outbursts included a racial slur, and then immediately shocked the room and set social media off. BFTA later apologized, and the BBC also apologized for not editing the moment out of the delayed broadcast. And then, this is where it gets even more complicated. Host Alan Cumming addressed the audience during the show and explained that Tourette's can include involuntary tics and verbal outbursts.
Good evening. Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
We're here to celebrate the artists who expand what's possible on screen.
You may have heard some strong and offensive language tonight. If you've seen the film I Swear, you will know that film is about the experience of a person with Tourette's syndrome. Tourette's syndrome is a disability, and the tics you've heard tonight are involuntary, which means the person who has Tourette's syndrome has no control over their language. We apologize if you are offended.
That's crazy because he was there for a documentary that he was in. Yeah, they knew that this was going to happen. The BAFTA Awards, directors absolutely knew that something was going to come out of this for sure.
Also note that BFTA said attendees were warned that there could be involuntary language, noises during the ceremony. But Jamie Foxx was not feeling the explanation. Jamie reportedly commented on social media calling the moment unacceptable. And also wrote that he believed that the man meant that.
For real.
He meant that And that comment instantly lit the internet on fire. And once Jamie said that, the reactions started pouring from everywhere. Some people backed Jamie 100%, saying the impact matters most, especially with Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo being the ones on stage.
Hi, Michael! It was even better when there were two of you.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let's bypass this ad real quick. We'll go straight to the comments. Yeah, K Sager 123 said I didn't edit it because they didn't edit it because they wanted it to go viral. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We always talk about marketing on this show, and yeah, man, they definitely know. They knew what they was doing. Julia said we talk about Jews, we get canceled. They talk about us, nothing happens. Ooh, that's deep. Bree Anka says I apologize if you're offended. Is not an apology. Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Let's get out of this ad, and we about to go straight back to that clip and finish it out, man. This Hip Hop Heist TV, hit that like and subscribe, man. You already know.
Others pushed back hard and said people are confusing harmful impact with intent, and that Tourette's tics are involuntary.
Ignore how I look right now. Critical attention. I am not feeling too great. However, there is something I have been asked to talk about.
Part of movie making.
And that is going to be the BAFTA situation. I have been seeing a bunch of outrage about it, people saying, oh, well, why would that even be in his vocabulary? He did that on purpose and that racism is to excuse. A very sad day for the Tourette syndrome community, especially for the ones that have coprolalia, because when you come online and you see thousands of people hating on your condition, specifically coprolalia, because that's something that is already very embarrassing for all of us. Not going to say that people can't be offended by the fact that somebody said the N-word as a tic. However, it's not something that somebody can control. It's not something that somebody wants to say. And I've been seeing a lot of people be like, well, he said it like when the crowd went silent. That is most likely when a tic is going to happen when you're in public, when you're in complete silence, or when you're trying not to say or do something. So we must understand what coprolalia is. Coprolalia causes involuntary swearing and inappropriate tics. This can include the N-word, slurs, etc. I am a black person and even I have the N-word tic and slurs as tics. This is something I don't see many talk about because of situations like this. Is it a disappointing thing? Shut up! That it happened in public in front of that entire crowd, specifically to Michael B. Jordan and the other presenter. I'm so sorry, I do not know his name. I wish I did, but no disrespect to him. I just am not too aware. Yes, it is a very unfortunate situation. Seeing so many people say that they would invoke violence against people with coprolalia if they can't control their tics. That's ableism. The fucked up thing that this happens, yes, but it's something that we can't control. Aggression in the brain being triggered. Shut up. And ultimately causing inappropriate tics. Michael B. Jordan and the other presenter have the right to be upset, especially if they were not aware. However, we need to understand and educate ourselves. And on my videos, I constantly see people saying, oh my god, so funny, if I had cursing tics, I would be laughing all the time. But when people actually have cursing tics, then they're a bad person and this and that, the third. We need to do better. We need to educate ourselves better. This is not me saying that people don't have the right to be offended. However, you can't be offended when a disabled person is disabled. I might make a part 2 to this. There's a lot that I need to say.
And the fallout didn't stop with social media. BFTA
That's
issued a
deep.
statement
Man, as you could tell, like those were her tics were not. She could not control that. Like we just watched that clip of her talking about this, and this is real. This is a real thing. So I've never dealt with people with Tourette's ever in my life. I've never dealt with anybody in person with Tourette's like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't understand why the award show didn't edit that out, or at least make sure everybody was aware. Don't just hope everyone was aware. Like make sure, because that's just some traumatic stuff. Like you get what I'm saying? It's not the dude's fault, right? They're involuntary, so we understand that, you know. But act accordingly. As far as the BAFTA directors, like they need to act accordingly. You know, it's just timing. Like what the hell? Like Black History Month, bros on there. This clip goes viral. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. But hey, it is what it is, man. You guys tell me how y'all feel about it in the comments. We about to get out of here. This Hip Hop Heist TV. Yeah, Jamie Foxx did not agree with what happened. He said it was unacceptable no matter what. Yeah, man, this Hip Hop Heist. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Be happy, be healthy. Do what you got to do to survive, like Pac said. Also be of service, help somebody out today. I feel like that's the real reason we're here on this earth. And that being said, we out. Peace.